beating Spain in the first game 5-1, the former world and European champion.
Hai Skor, sekarang saya bersama Vlaar dalam wawancara eksklusif skor.id. Legenda Belanda ini akan hadir dalam festival Orangnya Indonesia. Saksikan wawancara kami di skor.id. Hello.
Hi.
Hey, I have a question about what do you think about Orangnya Indonesia Festival?
Well, I'm really happy that the KNVB organized this with the people here, because it's something huge. We have a lot of fans here, and for me it's great to be back and hope to meet a lot of fans tomorrow at the game, and therefore it's important that the festival is organized and that we can cheer the Dutch team together, and that's just something wonderful.
What if between Indonesian football and Dutch football, if they collaborate, do you think what kind of opportunity that can be?
I believe that we can learn a lot from each other, because in Holland we have our thoughts on developing and everything, but that's the same here, and I think we can mix things up and get the best from both sides.
Okay, now we talk about World Cup. What's your prediction about World Cup?
Well, I believe that the Dutch team can win, and I think you have to believe. If you don't believe, then it's hard to achieve the highest possible. We have a lot of qualities in the team. We have a good coach, and I see a strong team on the pitch. The togetherness in the team is big. So that's an important basic to be successful. So I look forward to every next game, and tomorrow it's Ecuador.
Okay, what do you think their performance so far is?
Yeah, we beat Senegal 2-0. That's a good solid start of the tournament for us. It wasn't an easy game, but of course it's World Cup. There's no easy games. Senegal is the winners of the winners of Africa. Yeah. So a really good team with good players. So it's a really good start for us, beating them 2-0, having 3 points, and that's a good start and a good basic to go to the next round.
So who do you think the most outstanding player so far in this team?
In this tournament? Oh, in the Dutch team? Well, after one game, it's a little bit hard to say. You have, of course, important things like goals, and Gakpo and Klaassen scored the goals. Who was the best player? It was more a team win than an individual quality from one player who made a difference. So, beside that, I expect a lot from Virgil van Dijk, of course, because he's the captain and he's a great and huge player from Liverpool as well. But we have a lot of talented players playing for big teams in all over Europe. And of course, like Memphis, he wasn't fit for the first game. He came on after an hour. But he can make a difference for this team. So hopefully he is fit enough to show that to the whole world.
Okay. What are the 3 things that you like from this Dutch team?
The 3 things? Oh, the 3 things.
3 things, yeah.
What I like most. Well, what I think I said it before. Like when I saw the game. Like you see a team, and that's the most important thing for me. Because when you are playing like a team, then every other game, another player can make the difference, because everyone can accelerate. That's important. I think Van Gaal, the coach, is another really important thing, which I like a lot. The third thing is, that's a good question. Let me think. I've experienced a World Cup as well with Van Gaal, and I know like it's not only the players who make things possible. It's the whole group, but also the staff, like over 50 people probably. And I know that the spirit in the team with everyone is really good, and I can see that as well. When I see the game, I also see the bench, and I see the players and the staff on the bench. They only have one goal, and that's the third thing.
Okay, we talk about your experience in 2014. How did you describe your way to play in the tournament?
Well, it was something incredible, to play a World Cup. It was even a little bit extra because it was in Brazil. That's such a big football country, and it was amazing. Like you asked me a question, I get a smile on my face because the memories are so good. We came so far, just not to the end. Because I believed in being world champion, but we won so many things there. Nobody gave us a chance to even go through the group stage. But we beat Spain in the first game, which was amazing. Going to the semi-finals and then losing after penalties. But we won the bronze medal, so that's something I'm really proud of.
Any sad moment or best moment from there?
Best moment? There were a lot of best moments in that tournament. Beating Spain in the first game 5-1, the former world and European champion. That was huge. We lost the final in 2010 in South Africa, and then, start the first game in the next tournament, beating them 5-1. Yeah, that was something incredible. A lot of people still talk about the game. Hopefully new memories will come now with another World Cup. Sad moment for me was like when we lose the penalty series against Argentina. I also missed a penalty. It was really frustrating for me and disappointing even more. But I gave my everything. So it was what it was, and we had still another game to come, and we beat Brazil for third place. So mentally it was good.
You are an Aston Villa player and considered one of their best defender. And few weeks ago, the fans said that you need to come back to Aston Villa. What do you think about that? Is there any opportunities to come really?
For me?
Yeah.
For me. No, not as a player, because I retired, but I had a great time at Aston Villa. It's a huge club with a lot of fans, also through the world, and it was not easy because we fight relegation for three seasons. But I developed myself as a player, as a human being, and I look back at that time with a smile on my face as well, because it was also important for me to play in the Premier League, to improve myself as a player, to play at the highest level at the World Cup. Never say never. Maybe I'll come back in the future. I'm doing my courses for being a coach now, so I don't know how that will develop.
So you want to be a coach of Aston Villa someday?
Well, no, I'm not. That's not my words, because I still have to make a lot of steps. But of course, I played for AZ, for Feyenoord, and Aston Villa, and my last I retired when I was playing for AZ. So that's 3 teams, and of course they all have a special place in my heart. And if I am able to be a really good coach and maybe come back to Aston Villa one day, that would be nice. That would be great.
Okay. So how do you see yourself in next 10 years?
Next 10 years? That's a good question. I don't want to look too forward too far. I try to develop myself as a human being, as a coach, and I really like that. You know, being a coach now, it gives a lot of energy to work with young players. Yeah, just see what happens. You know, I don't want to think too far forward because you never know what's going to happen.
Okay, you like to do some charity, and do you think you have a next project for charity?
That's always something I try to do. You know, whether it's in Holland or in another country. I'm ambassador for Spieren voor Spieren. That's a charity in Holland for kids who has a muscle disease, and you know that gives a lot of joy to just give a small thing, which is a big thing for the kids, for example. And I also believe that as a famous person, I don't feel really famous, but everybody knows me, of course, and yeah, you have to try to give something back as well, and I think that's also a part of life, which is important because I always try to do something like that as well.
Do you have any message for all of your fans in Indonesia?
Well, I'm really happy to be back, so thank you for having me here. I really look forward to the festival tomorrow and the game, of course, and we hope we can cheer the Dutch team together and scream them to another victory. So thank you very much, actually, yeah.
Okay. Next, 5 healthy tips from a footballer.
Healthy tips.
Okay.
Okay. I think having good food is important. Sleep is important. Good training, like as a football player on the pitch, but also in the gym is important. You also need a lot of time without football, so having fun with friends and family is important. And I think that mixed together, everything together is an important base to be successful and happy. And I think it's not about, you know, everyone can be successful as long as you enjoy the things you do, and you feel happy. And that's what I always say to children as well. You know, I want to be a professional football player. What can I do? You know, do you like it to play football? Because if you like the things you do, it's more common that you come further in your ambitions. So that's what I always say.
Who is your favorite football player?
Favorite football player? Messi.
Why?
That's the second question.
Yeah.
Why?
No. And your favorite coach?
Favorite coach? Van Gaal is one of them, but also Van Marwijk, who was the coach in 2010 and 2012, because he was really important in my career.
Okay, the third. What is your favorite travel destination?
I think Curaçao.
Curaçao,
Yeah.
in Brazil.
No, that's Dutch. It's
that's
Dutch.
Dutch.
It's next to, South America. I cannot explain exactly where, but it's a long way from here.
Okay. And have you tasted Indonesian food? And which one is your favorite?
We had dinner last night and it was really, really good. Indonesian food is really good. We also eat a lot in Holland because we have an Indonesian restaurant takeaway in where I live in Holland. I forget the name, but it's the meat. Rendang? Rendang.
Okay.
That's good. I had to think about it but that's really nice.
Okay, and 5. Can you tell one of World Cup song, your favorite World Cup song?
World Cup song?
Yeah.
I think it's a Dutch song, and it's called the Viva Hollandia. I think the singer is Walter Cruz. So maybe you can look for it and then show it on.
I will look.
And then because it's really, with speed and like really happy song. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.